Hey, 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 what's going on? I got glitter on my face. What's happening here? Oh my gosh, I'm always thinking about what's going to happen when I download this and upload it to YouTube. So, hey, 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 what's going on, Beauty Within? How you doing? Leilani's in the house. She reads too. Yes. Hey, I am the Black Gospel Diva. How you doing, love? How you doing? Y'all get in here. Let's build your brand tonight. Let's do this. Hey, hey, hey. What's going on? So, for those of you, let's do a little housekeeping. For those of you, right, come on in here, drop a comment, drop a few likes. Let me know that it's real. I feel like I've been talking all day. I think I have actually been talking all day. I did a live with you all. I turned over and did a learning session in the last learning session in our Power to Empower challenge. I turned back around and did a bunch of content so I could be ready to give y'all some content, and I actually did some content and posted it to Instagram. And then I came back and I did a live on Facebook. Then I chilled out for a minute and then I popped into some lives that were happening over here. And now I'm live myself. So, hey, everybody, what's going on? How's your day been? Scale of 1 to 10. 1 being meh, 10 being woohoo. Couldn't have been any better if I would have planned it that way. Let me know. Drop me a number in the comments. Let me know that it's real. So listen, I was like, let's build your brand tonight. Let's do it. Because I've been talking about this, right? And so I've given you 2 videos on creating easy content. Have you seen them? All right, Delina got an 8 in the house. Whoop whoop. Another 8 from I Am the Black Gospel Diva. Yes. Listen, if you're just coming in for the first time, this is how we do things. We just keep the energy up. It's a positive room. Don't get out of pocket. I got moderators. They will handle business. That's what they do. But come on in. Let's get the energy going and flowing because I'm gonna make this an early night for me, sort of. I hope. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Hey, 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 spontaneous queen, how you doing? So listen, if you're in here, we've got 10 people in here. Everybody needs to drop a comment, at least say hi, because let me tell you what happens next. Actually, there's glitter on my face. Glitter. Okay, fine. So what happens is a lot of times people will go, thank you. Um, People will go down the comment section and they will follow everybody. So if you're looking to build your followers, I feel like I'm just falling apart on camera. If you're looking to build your followers, then make sure that you're commenting as you're coming into these lives, okay? Hi, hi, hi. So let me know, those of you that have seen my 2 new videos, what do you think? Easy content? Yes, no? Hey, baby diva mommy. Let me know. Good, bad? You need more? Do you need any more? I think I've given you the blueprint for so many things, y'all. But tonight I want us to build some brands. So grab your journal, grab your notebooks, grab all your things. Make sure you're tapping that screen so you can make likes great again. I love it. I love it. I love it. I see y'all coming in here looking as good as you look. Thank you for following me, Goddess Kenya God. I love it. I love it. Hey, Glamour 861. Blessings, everyone. Courtesy of Delina124. And you are tuned in to WSDM, the most amazing station on TikTok. I'm your host, Steph. Now, some of you may notice that there's nothing behind me because literally I moved the chair and the painting that's usually behind me fell down and I just didn't have the energy to pick it up. So that's just what we doing. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Awesome. Hey, Will, how you doing? Awesome to have you here. So let me know. Did you see the video? Was it okay? How many of y'all saw it? I did 2 for you. Easy content in general, easy content for business owners. So we got that going. Tapping is indeed clapping. You know the routine. All right, so let's get into this. Grab your journals, grab your notebooks. I'll start talking when I see the likes move. That's what I mean. Y'all remember back in the day, you'd go to church and maybe they'd have like a revival or something and they do the offering and they basically say they're going to lock the doors until they hit a particular number. And you're like, I don't have no more money, sir. Like, y'all remember, does anybody remember that? That's old school church. Old school church will definitely lock the doors on you until they get their money up, okay? They get their coins up, okay? See, I'm the Black Gospel Diva remembers old school church. Thank you for that perfume. Thank you so much. Ooh, let's see. I wanted to know how to say that. Ebony Vitality, I think. You never experienced that one? Okay, it might be a Southern thing, y'all. I'm a Southern girl. But yeah, honey. Okay, you like both of them? Good, good. I want to listen. Don't forget to tag me when you put your content out, because I want to come through. I want to drop comments. I want to save that thing, and then I want to repost it. Don't forget to repost. That is the greatest compliment that you can give anyone that's creating content if you repost it. Yeah, repost it. Yay! Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You're Southern too. Okay, you've never had the lockdown. Okay. So that's okay. That's okay. Could be a little town thing too. So I'm from a small town in East Texas. It's actually not a small town, but it's because I've been in towns where it's like, population 20. It's not small like that. So, all righty. Jewel says she's got her pen and paper. So I want to run through these questions that I've been telling you about during thank you, Will. I'm going to let Will handle it because that's what Will does. So I'm going to go through these questions that we've been talking about in some of these sessions, right? Because as you're getting more comfortable with the various platforms, one of the things, okay, got it, Delina. So as you're getting more comfortable, here's something that I was saying to those that participated in our Power to Empower challenge. And I said that when we're looking at media, we want to make sure that we're moving beyond social media. That doesn't have to be the only media that you're using to promote your business, to promote your offer, to promote your community, because so many of you have so much to offer. And so recognize that it might be a service, an idea, or an experience. So just keep that in mind. Thank you for following me. I appreciate you so much. So in that, while you're making this micro content, that's what I'm going to call it. You're making these micro bits of content and you're putting them up, and maybe you're doing the good morning or you're doing the affirmations or whatever it is that you've decided to do. Thank you for sharing, Goddess King. And yeah, y'all make sure y'all share this out. And I wanted to kind of start formulating this a little bit because people keep saying to me, okay, well, how do I do it? How do I do it? How do I do it? Good, service, idea, or experience. So how do I do this? How do I do this? And so I'm gonna see. I wrote them down so I don't forget them, because I have this weird thing, and we learned about it when I was in undergrad. We talked about it in psychology. How when you're communicating a series of things, it's normal for you to forget one of the things, and I forget one of the things. That's what I do. So I want to get into this. Y'all ready? Y'all want to talk brand tonight? We'll talk a whole lot of other things. Y'all know how we do. Y'all ready? I've been in face all day, y'all. Stepmom goals in the house. Empress April in the house. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Y'all are here in this house. So here's the first question I'm going to put into this. And those of you that want to scribe it here, hey, that's awesome. So the first question I want you to tackle is, what do you do? Now, before you say, I make soap, before you say, I sew, before you say, I do hair, let me go ahead and check you. Oh, yeah, I forgot I had put that in there. Look at that, y'all. I had put the wrapper to the sugar-free candy bar I was eating. You followed 60 accounts and stopped. What does that mean, Empress? Okay. So y'all drop that in, okay? What do you do? So here's the thing. It's so tempting to keep yourself in a generic space. It's so tempting, right? It's so easy. What do you do? I do hair. What do you do? I make jewelry. Right? Okay, good. Thank you. What do you do? I make head wraps. What do you do? I'm a business consultant. I'm a business coach. But if you don't get beyond the generic classification of what it is that you bring to the table, you're going to have a difficult time communicating that in an exciting way. Absolutely. Doing your best, interacting with others first. Good. Keep interacting. That's good, good, good. Remember, anytime we're floating around on social media or even in the real world, but definitely social media provides an opportunity to curate community. So you interacting is great. Okay. You're a connector. Great. Good evening, Shizzle. So you provide a cleaning service for new constructing home. So Goddess Kenya has the idea. Goddess Kenya is getting to the meat, because she's saying she provides a cleaning service for new construction home builders. That's major. Now, let me ask you a question. Is it a chemical-free service? Is it a vegan service? Is it an organic service? See, there are some qualifiers. I'm eclectic too. I'm multi-passionate. I'm multi-hyphenate. I'm multi-potentialite, which Emily Warpnick says in her TEDx. I do a myriad of things, which is why I have learned to build broad brands for individuals like that specifically. Okay? That's not a problem at all. It's only a problem if you're listening to men which are giving you bro marketing tips that are saying, do one thing, do one thing, do one thing, do one thing, do one thing. That is a very male perspective, in my opinion, because men can't multitask. Most men, many men can't multitask. They don't multitask well. So press into that. What do you do? If you do a janitorial service, yeah, listen, it's just the way of the world. Listen, you have multiple gifts. It just can't be helped. You're ridiculously fantastic. It just can't be helped. Receive it. Be okay with it. Tell the people that tell you to do one thing to stuff it. Boom. Okay. So now, see, Goddess is going to give me what I came for. Goddess Kenya says vegan cleaning supplies, which help you breathe better along with your animals. So now you're offering a vegan cleaning service for new construction. I am mentor. Give me that. Talk to me more about that, Black Gospel Diva. See, she continues to drill it down. She continues to drill it down. Now we could go deeper into the new construction. What kind of new construction? Is it 6-figure new construction? Is it multifamily? Is it a particular amount of square feet? We could absolutely do that. Now, are you trying to name shizzle? So vegan cleaning supplies, I'll let her tell you. Let's talk about it, Diana. Give me a second. So vegan cleaning supplies are more than likely going to be, oh, gotcha. Okay, cool. So I'll let Kenya do her things. But vegan cleaning supplies to me means that certain chemicals are not in there. Certain things that are 120. Okay, so you're doing multi-unit. So you're doing multifamily. Got it. So that might also need to be in there at some point or somewhere in your messaging. So for me, now, Kenya, break down the vegan cleaning supplies. But for me, the way that hits my ear is that you're not burning Fabuloso, because Fabuloso is highly toxic. I'm sorry to tell y'all that. Yeah, I know some of y'all like Fabuloso. Yes, Fabuloso is highly toxic. Highly, highly toxic. So you might be using like Honest Company. You might be using, what is that brand called? Balance, I think. Okay. No animal tests, no animal products. Exactly. So it's a whole thing, right? And so so sometimes you just need to flex. You need to just flex on yourself. Not really. Not really. When people are vegan, they're like no animals, no faces, no mothers. So you have vegan leather. You have some people that specialize in vegan leather. You'll have other products that are vegan, not so much, and it's not so much internal consumption, but also external. I buy a lot of vegan leather. Listen, Fabuloso doesn't disinfect nothing but your lung tissue. It is highly toxic. See, you cannot use household supplies for professional cleaning, but you'd be amazed how many people say that they're doing professional cleaning and they're using, it does smell so good, but y'all, it is so toxic. Use it sparingly. Use Fabuloso sparingly. Please use it sparingly. And please don't cook in the same pot that you burn the Fabuloso, that you warm it. Please don't cook in that pot. Don't cook in that pot. Let me say that again. Certified integrative nutrition coach, do not cook in that pot. Okay, love you. So it doesn't. Yeah, exactly. It's a lifestyle. Vegan. When people are truly vegan, and there are variations of veganism, it is truly a lifestyle. I am not vegan, but again, certified integrative nutrition coach. And so we studied a lot of the various eating rituals that people can adopt. So I know. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, the smell. I know. It smells so good, y'all, but it's so toxic. Woo! There are a lot of healthy There are a lot of healthy brands that are chemical free. They're going to cost a little bit more, but it's worth it in the end. Now, if you want to go to an MLM, you've got like the Melaleuca line. But if you're in the store, something like the Honest Company, let's see what else. And listen, let me tell you, you can get a lot out of some vinegar and water. Like you can do a lot. There are some oils that are actually natural antibiotics and disinfectants. Like you could actually make your own cleaning supplies if you really got down with the get down. Just a thought. Okay. Lemon, absolutely. Absolutely. So here we are. So everybody has a chance to dig deeper. If you're a mentor, what kind of mentor? Thank you, Shizzle, tea tree, oregano, clove. I have an oil of oregano over there right now. What is a WFPB diet? Y'all speak up. Now that one I'm not sure. What is WFPB? Let me know what that is. So vinegar, tea tree oil, there's so many things. But whatever it is you say you do, how much further can you drill down into that? If you're a mentor, what kind of mentor? Boom, I love that. What kind of stepmoms? Are they of a particular culture? Are they a particular age? Are they millennial stepmoms? See, we can always drill down. Is whole food plant-based better than vegan? Let me speak to that really quickly. Health coach hat. I'm gonna put that on for just a second. Nothing is better than anything else. It's about what's best for your body. And a lot of times people will not take the time to learn what their body does and doesn't like. Some things for me that are considered healthy, I can't eat them. How do you know if you can't eat something? You'll either get gas, you'll get some sort of intestinal distress. You might feel lethargic. It might put you into a bad mood. So learning what your body does and does not like is so key. Because in that, if you know how to best take care of yourself, then as you're doing business and making moves and planning, you'll have the clearest head. Your head will be clear because you're not consuming things that are making you lethargic. Remember this one thing, gut health and brain health, they go together. Okay, so spiritual women mentor, got it. We can always drill down. See? That's awesome. Thank you, V. Gonzalez. So we can always drill down. We can always continue to drill down. Now, I don't want you to drill down so far where it's just like, there's one person, hey, Charismatic Kitchen, where there's one person that you can do business with, but continue to talk, continue to flex on yourself. That's what I'm going to encourage you to do it. Continue to flex on yourself. Can you say that? Can you put flex in the comments? Because the next question I want you to get into is, how do you do it? Some people do this through whatever. Oh, yay. I'm so happy, Charismatic. Okay, y'all. I see Mimi's in the house. Mimi, are we at 1,000 yet? We were just 19 away the other day. Are we at 1,000 yet? Tell me where we at, girl. Tell me where we at. Kikia's in the house. So how do you do it? How do you do what you do? See, one thing that I love to do, 7 away. Okay, I need 7 people. I need you to follow 7 people, and I need you to, y'all, there's 15 people in here. 7 of them should be your new followers. Y'all make sure that you follow Mimi. Mimi is 7 away from 1,000. Mimi has been faithful, y'all. Mimi has been so super duper faithful. So how do you do it? So one of the things that I love about the way I do things is that I am a huge fan of creating your own stuff, your own practices, and it's proprietary. Okay? I'm so glad, Charismatic. Okay, so you create affirmation journals and ebooks. That's how you do what you do, right? And so now your statement can expand because you do, let's go back to the stepmom, et cetera, through customized affirmation journals and ebooks, or through customized journaling practices. I mean, there's so many ways that you can dig down. Now, let me tell you something. You're answering these questions, but I'm going to tell you the truth. You may not ever say all of these things publicly. But what I'm doing is I'm giving you a little bit of a blueprint. Love it, love it. I'm giving you a bit of a blueprint so that you have information to pull from. That's super duper important. Because as you're putting things on your website, as you're creating landing pages, as you're creating sales pages, you want your verbiage to match. Part of the reason why so many people have a challenge with creating content is because they haven't created brand. They have not created a brand. People all the time will say, do you do logos? Yes. Not without brand development. Oh, okay. Well, we just need a logo. No, that's the biggest mistake you're ever going to make. Because your logo should be a reflection of your brand. It should be relatable to the audiences that you serve. Period. Is it expensive? It can be, but that's why we're doing this class with my trusty little index card. Okay? Thank you so much. Look at y'all, 3,000 likes, 17 people hanging out. I want y'all to share this with 10 people right now, especially if you know that they're business owners, okay? Even when I get off of here, I need to develop the brand standards for one of our favorite clients. P.S. I only have favorite clients. So I need to develop the brand standards. Why do I need to develop brand standards? Because I need there to be something tangible. I need there to be something tangible. I don't know what you're talking about, Sugarfoot, but I don't see your comment. So I'm sorry. There's like comments rolling through. So you can feel free to post it again, but let's keep the name calling to a minimum, okay? Okay. And by minimum, I mean not at all. All right. So yes, Canva can be a great app for making your own logo, but here's my caution with Canva, okay? First of all, Canva has a lot of templates. Canva templates are something that anybody can get access to. Okay? Okay? So it's incumbent upon you, so we're going to have the Canva conversation because I always have to have the Canva conversation. Canva will trip you up in the following ways. Nothing wrong with Canva. We use Canva as well, but I'm an Adobe girl. We use Canva for the team. Okay? When you're using Canva, be very careful that you don't debrand yourself by using all the different templates. At some point, I want to encourage you to become your own template. Become your own template. Because what will happen is you might get a template. Like I've done a whole class on this for our coaching cohort. And I did a class where I literally did a screen share and I went through and I showed them how, despite the fact that I used our fonts, that I used our colors, I would still be in a debrand. What is debranding? When you fail to brand. I would be in a debrand if I let this go, because maybe it had some whimsy stuff on it, some flowers, things that are just not on brand for us. So don't just think because you changed your colors and your fonts that you've done your due diligence with Canva. Canva is a great resource, but you've got to watch how you use it, especially when it comes to logos. Because at the end of the day, what you don't want is your logo looking like everybody else's. Does that help? Okay, yes, that's what I want to do. Yeah, become your own template. Let's see, is Canva up? Hold on. Oh, and by the way, for those of you that want to do, hey, for those of you that want to do faceless lives, guess what? I made you 3 templates that you can get from the link in my bio. You can just download them. They're Canva templates. So if you want them, grab them. I mean, just grab them. I just did them. I couldn't figure out a way to give 3 away. So I just made 3 and I'm just giving them away. So at the end of the day, if you look at our Canva account, I was going to flip the camera, but let me see. If you look at our Canva account, everything looks pretty much the same. Okay, so this is a great example. I'll stay right here. I know it'll let me flip it, but Let's see. Okay, you see all of our stuff? That's all Canva. But we are our own template. Did that help y'all at all? And so at some point, that's what I want you to be. I don't want you to keep pulling from Canva templates because Canva templates often have their own energy. Some of them are whimsy. And Visionary Misfits could tell you, I wish you could come on, but I know you're taking a rest. But if you want to come on, you can. Because she can tell you, we both talk about this. There's a lot of people that use Canva, and people say that probably we're cheating because she's a graphic designer and I know enough to be dangerous. So drop your question, Mimi. You know I got you. You know I got you. Thank you for 5,200 likes and 17 folks. Some of y'all are just sharing your butts off. And while Mimi's posting her question, let's do a little bit of housekeeping. We've got 5 more spaces in the terrific 10 for the subscription. Absolutely. In fact, Visionary, I want to know, Keisha, I want to know the graphics that you're doing now. We really do. The graphics that you're doing now with the Visionary Misfit Society, did you do those? Are they stock and you edited them, or did you draw them? Are they hand drawn? Because they look fantastic and I know you're capable of both. Yeah, we need to definitely do that. Okay, I'm waiting on Mimi to drop her question. So that's my thing about Canva, because people will go in Canva, and I had a client, actually I have a client, they're in our Power to Empower incubator, which is our paid incubator that allows you to brand and market your business without frustration. Brand and market your mission, not just your business, but your mission without frustration. And so he was told, I don't mind you asking, honey souls, because honey, Zenny didn't think enough of me to make me an affiliate. So I'm going to keep saying Zenny, but if you hear me say Zenny, at them and say, you know what, you should make her an affiliate. Okay. Thank you so much. I don't mind asking at all. Ask me anything. You made them. I know you did, because they are fan-flipping-tastic. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm coming, Mimi. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Thank you, Will. Y'all send Will some love. We love Will so much. Okay, so that's the deal with Canva. So keep that in mind as you're using Canva, because I don't want Canva to tank your commas. And Canva can have you walking around here with all different energies on your graphics. So your goal is to become your own template. I get it. Sometimes you might need a list or something, but be your own template. Okay. Mimi says, I tried to post, and when I did, it later turned and said I posted a story and then went into archive. Okay, so when you're posting, you need to be mindful of what's sliding at the bottom. So you're hitting the plus sign, and then you're paying attention to what you're doing. If you hit the plus sign on your face, that's going to make, I think, a now or a story. If you hit the plus sign that's at the bottom of the screen, that's going to allow you to just upload a post. Did I get that right, y'all? Will says we're going for 10K tonight, y'all. We're going for 10K. Y'all are amazing. All right, 17 of y'all in here. Let me know how I can help you. So the next thing I want to get into. So we've got, what do you do? How do you do it? Okay. The next thing is, whom do you do it for? If you say people, I'm going to turn the phone off. People is not a demographic. I just need to say that. Thank you, Tasha. Love you so much. People is not a demographic. People is not a, let me say this again. People is not a demographic, people. That's not a business goal. Okay? It's not a business goal. And so here's the challenge. And who said that earlier today? Oh, I can't remember her name. The marketing mompreneur said it best. Like, you've got to have some semblance of a target audience or target audiences. And before you can say, well, I don't want to miss any money. Everybody's not going to give you money. There's 8 billion people on the planet, honey. That's why some people drink Coke and some people drink Pepsi. AUE. Pixie candy, what does that mean? So if you're sitting, hey, there we go. I like it. Thank you, Pixie Candy. So at the end of the day, I assume my moderators handled that little problem we had earlier. So yay, thanks. Shout out to the moderators. Let's go. Let's go. Visionary Mystics and Misfits. Y'all make sure you follow Visionary Misfits Society. Because let me tell you, she does some amazing, she makes me want to throw my computer out the window. For real, for real. Out the window. And there's only been one other person that actually made me do that. It was our graphic designer out of the UK. And he did this layering style. And when I saw it, I literally just had, I literally wanted to throw my computer, like uninstall Adobe and throw it out the window. Honestly. And she's the second person to make me feel that way. I'm just saying. That's what you do. Okay? And if you want to work with her, don't come over there talking about you got $100 for a logo. Don't do that. Now, she does have some $100 logos, but she is a visual artist. She's an artiste. Okay? It's a little investment. It's okay. Oh, you do? Okay, Paper Addict. Okay. So not sure. I make a stationery for book lovers, but I do a lot aimed at young adults, right? That's YA, young adults. So I like that. But what kind of young adults? See, I can always push this envelope a little bit farther. Listen, I think it's amazing. Always. I'm never going to tell you not to have a website. Ever. Ever. And you know what? You can actually make a website in Canva. Ta-da! But these are just your temporary websites. When you really get ready to go into web development, then we hire people to do that. Okay? Yeah, thanks, mods. Because I'm just not going to play games, y'all. I'm just not, like, for real, for real. I'm trying to have an early night tonight, okay? Will says we're 2K away from 10K. Let's go. All right, so to whom do you do it for? So I can keep pressing that. When people say people, my eyes roll back in my head. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. Because that's not a demographic. And what we want is a healthy understanding of psychographics and demographics. Demographics, the tap game is strong. Yes, it is. Demographics are like what I am. I'm a Black woman. I live in this particular zip code. I went to college. I have this much in household income. Blah, 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 blah. My marital status. It's these factoids, right? It's these facts. But when you start to get into the psychographics, I love that, Pixie. When you get into the psychographics of a thing, then now you're looking at how somebody thinks. And that is way more powerful in my opinion. Yeah, you need the demographics. But like I told the group earlier today, I think some of the power opinion. Yeah, you need the demographics. But like I told the group earlier today, I think some of the power challenge opinion. Yeah, you need the demographics. But like I told the group earlier today, I think some of the power challenge people are here. But like I said earlier today, you may do better breaking down your target audiences, okay, with a psychographic versus a demographic. The demographics can be overwhelming. Psychographics allow you to say, what do they think? What do they value? What's important to them? Because once you develop that, then you know what to say to them. I specialize in serving high-achieving individuals and recovering people pleasers because I am one. Very often I end up talking about that. I also strongly believe in empowerment. So I know that my audience needs that, so I speak to that. I am not for everybody. And that is okay. Some of you have to be brave enough to brand. That's a class that I'm probably going to work on. It's called the Brave Brand, because you do have to work on being able to say, I'm not for everybody. And if you happen to be a recovering people pleaser or even a high achiever, it may feel odd for you to say, you know what? I don't want to work with those people. That's a boundary. You get to set that boundary. You must set that boundary. And you can have more than one target audience. I've done brand development pages or brand development strategies. I'm like, word, Stephanie. And they had a primary, secondary, and tertiary. I've told you that. Let me get back up here. I thought I saw some questions come through. Absolutely. You can always go deeper, and don't be afraid to do it. A lot of times we're afraid to be more specific because either we don't want to miss any money. And I'm like, well, you can't miss money because money is energy and it's fluid, and it's best to be in alignment with it. When you're trying to serve everyone, darling, you will serve no one. And that's on Mary and the little lamb. So keep that in mind. And then also, thank you, Pixie. Also remember that your brand, your target audience, this foundation can evolve. But the one thing I love about the brands that we have built, and especially the brand that I built for myself, is that it's expansive. And that doesn't mean I have to create yet another website or another this or another that. It's expansive. Oh, thank you, Will. It's expansive. I can talk about whatever I want to talk about when I want to talk about it and still be on brand. Visionary, have I ever debranded to your knowledge? Maybe once or twice. I usually out myself when I debrand. She says yes. Like, I've debranded myself. Oh my God. I probably have debranded myself at least once or twice. But I usually call myself out. You don't think so? Okay. Because, baby, let me tell you, you listen. She brands so hard. Pixie says, my hope is to open up affordable housing for single parents, long-term goals. Well, what's stopping you? And what's affordable? And what kind of single parents? Affluent single parents? Low-income single parents? See, the more you can dig in, the more you can talk to. I'm trying to be like you when I grow up, Keisha. Just know that, okay? Your goals, baby. Hashtag goals. That's you. And I love that. I need everybody to figure out, though, if you're planning on doing any kind of nonprofit, how it generates revenue. And don't you dare say a grant. I will tap, 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 tap. I will tap this phone into oblivion. So who's going to pay for that, Pixie? See, I ask my clients real questions. And the way I see it is the minute you come into this room and we start talking, you're my client. So I'm going to talk to you like my clients. Who's going to pay for that? Who's going to pay for that? Oh, okay. You want your business to fund it. So you want your business to fund your nonprofit. Okay, that's the problem I'm having. Exactly. Because what I'm going to say to you is if you're going to start doing housing, then you probably need to do for-profit housing and then perhaps offer a sliding scale program on the side. This way you can become a developer. You can also flip houses because you might be a realtor or something like that. And you can have revenue. Nothing wrong with serving the populace, right? The low income. But you don't want to be the one that's low income. I spent the beginning of my career in nonprofits because I wanted to see the work that I do. And what I learned was I was the one that was nonprofit. And here's the deal. You can't serve people from a position of lack. You don't serve people from a position of lack. So figure out how you make money. And sometimes, and I know this isn't you, but I will say this. Sometimes people will pick the nonprofit route because they think it's easier than the for-profit route. And I'm like, psych, you do realize the NFL is a nonprofit organization. The NFL, multi-million-dollar organization, is a nonprofit. One benefit to nonprofit is that they get dibs on property from the states. Yes, but you still want to be sustainable. GSUSA, Girl Scouts of the USA, sustainable. No, they're not Girl Scouts of America. That's the Boy Scouts. I always have to give that caveat. Somebody tried to argue me down that it's Girl Scouts of America, honey. I worked there for 1.5 years. I will no longer eat Girl Scout cookies. I know it's GSUSA. Trust me on that. So we want to have sustainable ventures. So figure that part out. GSUSA, Girl Scouts is sustainable. YWCA is sustainable. The United Way is sustainable. Look up the salaries of their CEOs. Oh, nothing wrong with Girl Scouts. I worked there for a year and a half. And listen, NRA is a nonprofit, exactly. So nothing wrong with Girl Scouts except after you go through the hell I went through with the cookie sale, because I actually did a membership development. Y'all want to hear my story? Let me tell you what happened. So first story, first time go through the cookie sale. One of my service unit directors stole the cookie money, y'all. Stole the cookie money. Like y'all don't live in this itty bitty town. Like you don't still live there. Like they don't know you stole the cookie money, y'all. Scandal. And then there was the service unit director. If you know anything about Austin, because this one I lived in Austin, they had them selling cookies on freaking I-35 at Ben White. If you know anything about Austin, that is a major intersection, and you got these babies out here hawking cookies. The cookie money, y'all. Oh, but wait, I could do a whole like live on tales from the GSUSA diary, my own GSUSA diaries, right? Listen, let me tell you, exactly, paper addict. We got to figure that out. Y'all, let me tell you something. So there was a new service unit. That's what we call, the different groups. A new service unit was forming. This woman said to everybody, because it was in Del Valley. Again, if you know anything about Austin, it's on the outskirts. She said, y'all, I'm going to council. That's where I worked, at the council. And everybody needs to give me their money to get the girls' uniforms. Ask me how many uniforms they got. And of course, YMCA also has a fair amount of donors at this point. As a new nonprofit, you won't get donors. Ask me, y'all. Ask me how many uniforms those children got. Ask me. Not one. Shizzle? None. None, because she said, because it was so far away, right? It was like from Del Valley to council, probably about a 30-40 minute drive, right? None. Zero. There were no uniforms had. So honey, with no shame, y'all, she took these people. Bye, Will. Thank you, love. She took these folks' money. Right hand to the man. She took these people's money. She took these folks' money and skated. Skated, y'all. So they're coming up to the council. This is why I no longer eat cookies. This is why. So they're coming up to the council looking for their uniforms. That woman listen, if that woman bought one uniform, I'm wearing a Girl Scout uniform. And then let's not talk about during the cookie sale how somebody didn't get their cookies fast enough, so they climbed over somebody else's fence to get access to the cookie. Y'all, I could keep going and going and going and going. So, but I want you to get that, especially the business professor in me, which I was for 11 years. I want you to recognize that if you're starting a nonprofit, that's great, but you've got to figure out how it makes money. It is still a fully functioning business. Jump the fence, baby. And this is in the affluent neighborhood. I was like, now say what now? Thankfully, that wasn't my service unit, but geez, look, honey, I've been through some things. Okay. I'm going to do the Girl Scout diaries. Thank you. Pixie, do you feel my pain now? This is why I see Girl Scout cookies, and honey, I have PTSD. Like, y'all, I have whole PTSD. Girl. No, not Pixie does, because that would make them act right. Meth? Like, I don't know. Y'all, I got PTSD behind that. I was like, oh. And see, they don't just do the cookie sale. They also, this particular thing did a, what do we call it? Council did a product sale as well. They did a fall product sale. So I'm just like, but I'm telling you, if I heard one more time that so-and-so stole the cookie money, I was going to quit. I was literally going to quit. How do you steal the cookie money and still live in the same town as these people? But I digress. So that's our funny story for the night. So whom do you do it for? Looking at the psychographics and the demographics of those that you are called to serve. Remember, you're not called to serve everybody. And see, the cleaner and the clearer, rather, that you can get on your mission, the more impactful it can be. Low income. Good. You know what? There are people that'll pay for that. You just got to figure out how. You just got to figure out how. That's it. You just got to figure out how. Because I don't have any problem with you targeting that audience, but you just got to figure out how it gets paid. Don't be like a friend of mine who funded her own nonprofit. You don't fund your own nonprofit. That ain't what you do. Okay? Now, for those of you, if you want to have a conversation with me, jump on my calendar. I'm happy to spend 30 minutes with you, chatting it up, talking to you one-on-one. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. So what do you do? How do you do it? Whom do you do it for? And here's the kicker. Why should they care? So in this question, I'm really asking you to position yourself to a solution to a problem, to be an innovator of a situation or of a process. I'm asking you to dig deeper and look at the value. Jump on my calendar. I have new dates opening up in the last week of January. So jump on, 30 minutes. Let's go. If that's all you need, great. If you want more, we can talk about that too, but jump on my calendar. I don't care. I would love to talk to y'all. I've had a lot of time. I've had a lot of fun talking to some of you one-to-one. But why should they care? Why should they care about what it is that you're doing? What is the situation that you're going to make better? And link in my bio that you're going to make better or brighter or eradicate or eliminate. What are you going to like? Why should they care? And this is why you can't stay in a generic space with what you have to offer. Yeah, get all the things. Listen, there's a section, pause. There's a section in my profile, right? When you click the link tree, there's a section in my link tree that says free things. Get them all. Get all the free things. Go for it. Go nuts. Ebooks and downloads and planners and I don't know. Just get all the things. There's a section that says free things. Get them. And then there's a further section that's non-free things. And if you really liked what I did and you want to go buy me a glass of vino, that's in there too. And at the very top are the TikTok templates if you want to go live without a face, which I already did a video on that. So it's all kinds of stuff. Just go get it. It's like Christmas. Go get it. So why should they care is one of the greatest questions that you can ask about the work that you're doing. Hey, Truth Naturals, what's going on? Oh, Authentic Amos is here. So that's one of the greatest questions. And that's where a lot of people drop the ball. And that's where they get frustrated, right? Because they haven't pressed into why the audience that they're supposed to serve, why they should care. Hey, Hair by Shanique. And that really, 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 really matters. And so that's why I'm saying, hey, authentic. So that's why I'm pressing this. This is just the beginning steps. When I do brand development for a client, that's about a 40-page document. It's about 40 pages, 50 hours of my life. And, well, since I got it open, what's the last one? Let's see. Hold on. I'll tell y'all. Since I've got it open, I can look. Let's look at the last brand development that I did for that Scalawag client. How many pages are you? Today, Canva. 15 pages. And that's a short one. But that's about 50 hours of my life. And that doesn't even include the meetings that I have to have with the client to understand their goals and what they've done and what they aren't doing and what they want to do. Okay, V. Gonzalez says, set up a nonprofit thrift store, proceeds fund, domestic violence. Yeah, you can absolutely do that. You can absolutely do that. Or you can find somewhat dilapidated warehouses and whatnot in the city where you may, if you're of color, people of color, there may be funds that are set aside for redevelopment of certain areas of the city that you live in. and see if you qualify for those. And then they might be able to pay for that. You could put the store in there, but then also offer living suites for transitional housing. You have options, y'all. You always have options. And I'll be the first one to tell you, if you talk to me for 30 minutes and if we're really jamming, you're going to leave with ideas. That's just going to be what happens. You're going to leave with actionable items as well. But the one thing that I'm having to learn now is that I have some resources that I haven't tapped into. And sometimes we don't know that. And so it's a learning process. Remember, and I didn't say this, Mike Murdoch did. I believe he's the one that said it. Answers hide, but everything but questions. See, Shizzle says Camden has that. How can you make money from telling your story? Depends how you want to make money. It really depends how you want to make money. Do you want to tell your story and then funnel people into a class? Do you want to tell your story and then funnel them to buy a book? Do you want to tell your story and then develop a community where out of that community you could offer retreats or larger learning things? So many things, y'all. So many things. I'm a huge proponent of entrepreneurship. So if you can teach somebody something out of your story, you can develop a class around it, then that's awesome. But then my question is, how much do you want to make? If you want to make 10K, that's one plan. If you want to make 200, that's another plan. That's not the plan I'm going to be on, though. I'm not on the $200 plan. Not on that. I'm on the crazy comma plan. You know why? Because I believe we should all be millionaires, and I believe that economic well-being is your divine birthright, period. You need a location to formulate your body care products. Have you considered maybe a test kitchen in your area? That way you could spread out and you could have space to put things together, mix things together and all of that, if that's what you're looking for. You can make a mess and then leave it, and just take what you need and then, walk away. But then you'd have, like, if you need to heat things up or whatever, maybe in a test kitchen, you could spread out, you can measure, it's not like being in a kitchen, right? But I'm just kind of sort of answering your question. Look it up, Google it. Test kitchens are usually where, now we have them here. Zenny. Y'all got to @ Zenny and tell them to make me an affiliate. I've said Zenny at least like 20 times since I started coming live over here. But they won't make me an affiliate. They rejected my application. So y'all need to tell them, @ Zenny, let them know I'm still over here making them money. And as soon as I get a new prescription, I'm probably going to go spend some more money. So a test kitchen is just what it sounds like. It's a large kitchen where bakers and whatnot can go. In fact, I took a couple to a test. I had a private chef do a private chef experience, whatever, private cooking experience with some clients. And so we went to a test kitchen for that to happen. I know, Pixie. But I don't want to deny y'all the plug, so it's Zenny. Maybe I'll go find my own plug. Zenni. Z is in zebra, E is in Eric, N is in Nancy, N is in Nancy, I is in indigenous. Thank you. I think what I probably need to do is just launch my own eyewear store. And that way I don't have to worry about Zenny. What do y'all think? This is why I'm obsessed with white labeling, y'all. This is why. So for those of you that have products, I'm not going to talk about it tonight because I don't want to be on much longer. But I'm going to say to you guys, if you have a product and you did not white label it, and you'll know if you did. Thank you. That's all I needed tonight. Me and Trusty. Yeah, I think I need to go ahead and do that. Instead of giving Zenny the money, since Zenny wouldn't make me an affiliate, I'm going to launch my own. See how that works? Awesome. Thank you, Black. Look at the black excellence. Look at the black and brown excellence in this timeline. Now, make sure y'all follow each other and connect. And remember what I told you. If you decide to collaborate, I need you to have two things in place. Mutual NDA, that's a non-disclosure agreement. And secondly, I need you to have a memorandum of understanding, at least to start conversations. For real, for real. Congrats. Absolutely. Look at this black and brown excellence up in here. So listen, these are 4 questions. I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget because every time. Oh, honey, I can do that in my sleep, honey. Thank you, Pixie. You are thank you, Truth Naturals. Pixie, you just affirming me. I appreciate it so much. What do you do? How do you do it? Whom do you do it for? Or for whom do you do it? Why should they care? Those are 4 questions that can start you on your brand journey. Those are 4 questions that can start you on your brand journey. And I say them all the time, but I wanted to take a minute and give you this information. Now, some of you know I also have a YouTube channel, and that is where the replays for these go. What are you using to keep my teeth? Are they so light? I'll tell you in a minute. I'll tell you what my dentist said. So, but I use a Melaleuca toothpaste. I use natural toothpaste. Yeah, I definitely use natural toothpaste. Every now and then I'll use the whiteners from my Smile Direct Club packet. I haven't been wearing my retainers. I can see my teeth moving. So annoying. Sat in braces for like 6 years. 6? No, 4, 3, 2, 2.5. Whatever. Sat in braces as a child. Still had to go back and get aligners because I'm vain. Bye, Shizzle. So listen. That's the beginning of your journey. I'm hoping that helps you. Got a little bruise over there. I'm hoping that helps you. Okay? Feel free to drop your questions. 64, where? Exactly. That's what we need. We need to hear that. I love that. We need to hear those stories. Oh, yay. So like I said, this is why I'm obsessed with white labeling, because if you didn't white label your product and you make products, then white labeling is an opportunity for you to expand your reach and to generate revenue in larger batches, larger quantities. You move from B to C, which you can always be B to C, business to consumer, but you get an opportunity to be B to B because businesses would then be buying from you. And I'm not going to go into it, but Google it. Google it. And if you make a product, then it might be a direction for you to go in. And I'm probably going to take on about 3. Oh, no, ma'am, Pixie. I'm probably going to take on about 3 companies and manage their white label programs this year. See, we need that. So I think that was Jewel that said, how do you make money from telling your story? It's a question of how much money you want to make. I'm always about you making great big goo gobs of ignorant piles of money. Like ignorant. Stephanie, you can't be all about the money. I didn't say I was all about the money. But I have yet to find a space where you can pay for things with your good looks. So we got to get this money. We got to get this money. Economic well-being is your divine birthright. We got to get this money. And some of y'all are really, really cute, right? All of y'all are really, really cute. Wouldn't it be great? We could pay for things with our good looks. Absolutely. Yeah, the story won't make them a millionaire. But I'm like, how do you want to? Oh, no, you're good. Wait, what happened? Did you say something bad? Girl, bye. I got you, Truth Naturals. Like, seriously. Yeah, no, books will never, unless you are already a household name, books won't make you a millionaire. But they become a revenue stream. I make money off of my books. May not be much money, but what I get to say is I'm a bestseller. And that's really all I wanted. 10th time's the charm, y'all. 10th time's the charm. So in order for these things, is it freezing up me? I'm freezing up? I hope not. I hope I'm not freezing up. Am I freezing up on y'all? Thank you, guys. Look at us, 17.2 likes. Look at that. Okay, I'm not freezing. Okay. So like I said, I'm going to always advocate for you to do the thing that's going to give you the great goo gobs of money. And listen, I'm going to tell you the truth. Third quarter, I had a lean season that was out of this world. But now we're back. Hey, from outer space. Woo! But that's a whole thing, right? Because listen, I'm never afraid to talk to you about the money, and I'm never afraid to tell you how to make great goo gobs of money. Like, you can't make enough money. Like I used to tell my students, you can't write enough for me. They're like, oh, I don't want to made too much. No, I don't care. You can't write enough for me. You can't make enough money to upset me. If you tell me you want to make 50, I'm going to see like, well, let's do 75. You tell me you want to do 10, I'm going to be like, that's it? Economic well-being is your divine birthright. But what makes economic well-being a reality oftentimes is putting your branding and your marketing into proper perspective. Is recognizing that you don't serve everyone. Okay? Listen, I could put this graphic up and show you. In fact, hold on. Let's see. Wait, if I hop off and get it. Let's see. Is it over here? There's a graphic. It floats around. I have it, but where did I put it? It talks about how to make $1 million. I'm like, is that all you want? Is $1 million? Because that's literally how I look at that. That's all you want? Money is energy and it's fluid. That's what it is. Like if that's all you want, okay. Let's strategize it. Let's build a value proposition. Because what happens is too many people jump from thing to thing to thing. When we talked about multiple revenue streams, that didn't mean you had to have multiple businesses. Right, Empress? Hopefully I'm giving you actionable notes. Doesn't mean you have to have 13 different businesses to be a millionaire. You could have one. I theoretically have one business. Me. And me is the lead coach. I have different roles though. I'm the lead coach of the firms. And I'm a fractional CMO, which means I do fractional chief marketing officer work. So I have different roles, right? But you don't have to have 13 different companies to be a millionaire. Putting all my legalities into place is important to me, but I don't know where to begin. Are you on my calendar? Because I pride myself on being turnkey. So if I need to send you to an attorney, I can do that. If I need to send you to a therapist, I can do that. Click the link in my bio, get on my calendar. Let's see if I can steer you in the right direction. Guys, if you found this meaningful, thank you so much. Thank you for dropping your gifts and all that good stuff. Thank you for you all that have subscribed. We've got 5 spaces left in the terrific 10. I hope you guys are excited about that. If you want to subscribe, look for the star at the top of the page. Click the star and subscribe. It's $5.99. And part of the reason is that because you get a Zoom. I'm just so happy to share it. You know, and what I will say, let me say this as well, right? I do recognize that you can get information overload. Okay, let's go. You know? I do know you can get information overload. So I'm going to challenge you to make sure that, now my eyes are itching. I'm going to challenge you to make sure that everything, the information that you get resonates with you. Even if it comes from me. You can take all, some, or none of what I'm saying. Right? Get on my calendar. Oh, girl, you know we'd have a good time. When you're over there plotting. Hey, son, some intention. Hey, son. I'm just going to call you son. I like that. There you go. 9 figures incoming. Mimi, how many more people do you need? It's not like I can't answer my own question. Let me tap your face. 2? All right. I need 2 people to follow Mimi right now because she's going to be able to go live. That's what she's going to be able to do. 2 people. I need 2 people to tap Mimi. Somehow I can't pin you today. Yes, I can. Right here. She's pinned. She's going to be pinned for 19 seconds. Let's go. Let's go. She's going to 1,000 right now. Follow her right now. Woo-hoo-hoo! Where were you when Mimi went to 1,000? Hey! Go Mimi, go Mimi, go Mimi, go Mimi. She's there. She's there. No excuses. No excuses. Hey, 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 hey. Talking about, are you really 1,002? Get your butt on here. Get on here. I can't invite you yet. Wait, why can't I invite her yet? Oh, maybe. Oh, okay. You know what? Because you did it in a live. It's okay. We made it. Where were you when Mimi got her 1,000? You were right here with me on WSDM, and I'm your host, Stephanie D. McKenzie. Y'all, I'm going to to get out of here. You know, it's a Friday night. I probably need to go watch Dateline about 27 times. But what did I tell you I was going to do? I said I was going to do something on the computer. Oh, white label eyewear. That's what I was going to do. So I just love you guys so much. It's such an honor to be able to pour into you all, and woo! It's such an honor to be able to pour into you guys, and I'm just happy that you find anything I could share with you valuable. Thank you. I actually did a radio show for like a year. I'm always running my mouth, but I did a block programming on a radio show for about a year. So I appreciate you. Oh, she needs to go out and then come back. Oh, okay. Mimi, go out and come back. Mimi, go out and come back. So, you know, I'm just, you know, you may think that you may be really grateful for the information that I give you, but I'm really grateful that you even care enough about what I'm saying to come. You know? I'm gonna get you, Empress. And shoot, I need a strong one myself. So I'm just super duper grateful. I got time for one more question if anybody has it. I'm happy to answer it. You know that. I'm so happy that I could be here when Mimi got her 1,000. I feel like we need to be like hashtag Mimi 1,000. I don't know. Like, I feel like we just need to celebrate. I wish I could throw confetti or something. You know, I don't think you understand the honor and the privilege that I see this as to share with you and for us to share with each other, right? This is reciprocity. This is a mutual exchange. What's going on, Uniquely Yaz? So I just want to say that. Oh, who did it? Did you do yours? Did you go back? Because remember, that was the question that I left you with on the 6th. What's my epiphany? Because I knew I was having one. I had one right before your eyes. You know, what's your epiphany? Girl, stop. Well, if you Mr. Magoo, I'm Mr. Magoo twin. So there's that. Still struggling with it. Okay, let it come in. Let it come to you. It may not come when you want it, but it'll be right on time. Oh, awesome. Well, like I said, I hope that this is helpful. Like I said, I don't know everything. I know enough to be dangerous, right? I really do. I know enough to be dangerous. I effectively serve 5 millionaires, so I get the six. So I get the privilege of getting, you know, information from a different perspective a lot of times. And so that's great. Yeah, I know enough to be dangerous. I know enough to make you dangerous too. So I love you guys so much. I'm going to get out of here, let you get on with your Friday night. Mimi, did you go out and come back? All I know is that Mimi has 1,003 followers. That's all I care about right now. That makes me so happy. I'm so happy. You deserve to have your spirits lifted. Voice of Shay is in the house. Sharice is in the house. How do y'all start coming when I'm getting ready to wrap up? All right, for those of you who don't know, I do put the replays on my YouTube. I am way behind, but some of the other lives that I've done are on my YouTube. How do you get to my YouTube? Stephanie D. McKenzie. I'm Stephanie D. McKenzie everywhere except on Facebook, where I'm Coach Stephanie DM. So please follow me, all that good stuff. I know, but all is not lost. Remember, I told you how to download your replays and all that good stuff, right? Go check out the 2 videos I just put up about the easiest content you could ever make. Okay? Aw, dang. All right? And if you like it, make sure you repost it. That's the greatest compliment that you can give anybody on their content, is if you repost it. All right? Not just share it, but repost it. Look for the round yellow dot with the funny looking arrows and repost it. That's the greatest compliment. Okay? Yeah. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. My content's a little bit different on Instagram. A lot more marketing. Here I talk a little bit more about content. Awesome. So I love you guys so much. And I'm working on a content boot camp. I just need to go in and see how many people said that they wanted it. And then I'll open up the wait list and all that good stuff. Because if you want it, I'll make it happen. And if you don't, then we'll do something else. See how easy that was? Anyway, let me get out of here. My name is Stephanie D. McKenzie. Hopefully, I'm still your favorite award-winning marketer and empowerment coach, here to remind you to always be your own superhero in your life, your love, your business, your being, and yes, even in your brand. And I want to thank you guys so much for loving and learning, making me get her 1,000 followers so she can go live, for hanging out, for loving each other, for sharing, for caring, for tapping, for clapping. Thank you for doing all of that with me. Have a beautiful night. Bye.